Hot take, second channel's more fun than one. That's not the first time I heard this. That is not the first time I've heard this.
What a waste. This could have been such a sweet deal for us.
Yeah.
Let's check out Venusaur first. Have you dreamed this, man? I have some really weird dreams.
I was like going on a flight to like NAMM or something, or was it a YouTube convention actually? It was a YouTube convention, it wasn't even NAMM, and there was like a competition for something, I think it was a video game thing. I couldn't make the flight because my computer broke or something, I was at the computer store, like getting parts for it, and like no one would help me or something, I couldn't find the ones I wanted or something, I ended up getting parts I didn't want. And yeah, I was doing nonsense. The weirdest part too is I was getting parts for a desktop computer. I couldn't go to the convention because I didn't have a desktop computer, like a laptop would make sense, like okay, yeah, I need a laptop.
This is a weird fucking dream, dude. It didn't make any fucking sense, dude. Like, all right, let's see what Venusaur's got going on here. It makes perfect sense where you're dreaming. I didn't even think about it. Nice aspect ratio. Yeah, I don't know why he does this with his aspect ratio. It drives me nuts, dude. It's like it's not 16:9. It's like 21:8 or some shit. It just makes it impossible to react to or fit on the screen properly. Bro always got those ultra wide videos. The funny thing is I have an ultra wide screen, and I'm not gonna lie, it's cool for some things, but it's a pain for a bunch of shit. Bro got sick of you calling him penis theory. Nah, me and Venusaur are pretty cool. So he changed the aspect ratio just for you? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. He changed the title of this video, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I think it was what you can learn from the music of South Park or something like that. I wonder what his like audience thought about referencing South Park. They're like, you like that post alt-right trash? I mean, obviously they're not alt-right, but I just feel like there was definitely some people commenting some shit like that though. South Park is fucking great, dude. One of the greatest cartoons of our era, for sure. I mean, the newer ones, it's been okay, but there was like a period where they were like killing it, dude.
I really like South Park. Like,
Same.
almost to a weird extent.
I don't know about to a weird extent. I would say I like SpongeBob almost to a weird extent.
One of the standouts to me has always been the musical numbers.
See, the music numbers that doesn't really do a lot for me. Like, I think what I really like about South Park is just the fucking jokes and the way they like poke fun at things that people aren't usually willing to laugh at.
Some people
Which maybe that might be the most obvious thing, no?
say that I'm a bad.
Not only is the music in the show well written and actually solid,
It's written really fast too. Like they'd usually do their episodes within a week.
functional pieces of music, but the lyrical content and the delivery and pacing is always just so top-notch.
It's probably because they do it so quick. It just keeps it natural sounding.
It's said that in comedy, timing is everything.
You always left me satisfied and smiling, so.
Hey, yo.
That's what she said!
The right comedic timing can even make flat jokes into something
Yeah, they definitely stay relevant a very long time too. I'm so sad about Rick and Morty. Damn, what happened with Rick and Morty? South Park poking fun at stuff and the idiots agreeing with the character who's clearly depicted as the dumb one in the episode is always the best. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing about these sort of shows like this and It's Always Sunny in Philly. Like some people, like they don't understand that it's like a parody. It's like they're doing a satire of people. Like they're basically like making a picture of somebody that's the extreme of what you shouldn't do. Kind of like Filthy Frank or something, you know what I mean? Creator of Rick and Morty is a creep. Yeah, one of them is, right?
that just leaves you in tears. The other important factor to a good joke, though, is often some kind of clever twist.
What a twist!
But this isn't a video about writing better
Gaming underage girls and shit, that's fucked up.
jokes. It's a video about creating better things. Originally, I wanted this to be a video just exploring the music of South Park and what makes it so funny and interesting and convincing. But along the way, as I was researching for it, I found a point that was just so much more interesting. And I think maybe better embodies the spirit of what this video was meant to be about anyway.
Okay. The Dennis episode is so good. Dude, that one is really fucking good. There's another one too where it's like Dennis, but it's backwards, I think. And it's Sind.
I make some pretty affordable instruments for Decent Sampler, which is free. I think they're pretty neat and you might like them too. I also have a patron program you can join to get access to exclusive courses, presets, samples,
Don't join his Patreon, guys. Join mine instead. I'm just kidding. Join them both. Join them both.
and other stuff.
The Guitar Hero episode is awesome. Yeah. What is it called? Is it called like Heroin? What was it? Heroin Hero or some shit? I can't remember. There was one, there was like a game with the heroin. The WoW one. Yeah, the WoW one's really good too.
Go me. In late 2011, Matt Stone and Trey Parker did a guest lecture at NYU
I like the one with the Simpsons, the South Park and Simpsons one. I really like that one.
of storytelling, focusing in on the MTV U show called Stand-In. At this
If I join your Patreon, can you finally tell me the sample for Shizuku? Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you it right now. I'd have to look up the exact sample, but I know it's from Hunter x Hunter.
lecture, they dropped probably one of the most profound pieces of writing advice I've ever heard.
That's what you said 6 years ago. I'll fucking find it. I'll fucking find it for you, okay?
We found out this really
You know what? I'll find it after this fucking video, okay? I'll find it after this video for you.
simple rule that maybe you guys have all heard before, but it took us
Just
a long
remind me.
time to learn it. But we can take these beats, which are basically the beats of your outline, and if the words "and then" belong between those beats, you're
With the emphasis on just those two words,
Shizuku's
they've
banger.
maybe
Thanks.
imparted one of the most important ideas in keeping your story interesting. And I think this
Or
idea
just repeat everything you said 6 years ago. I was fucking weird for he's a silly YouTuber. Yeah, people don't know this, but I made music on SoundCloud way before that.
applies incredibly well to music and really, in a broader sense, all forms of creative work. In this lecture, they go on to suggest some alternatives to the
Is he using a green screen, or like is it just super fucking clean, or like is it a regular background?
idea of and then. You can either choose but or therefore. And the more that you utilize these substitutions or even combine them, the more interesting the result becomes.
He lives in purgatory.
I think we're all familiar with the concept of call and response in music, and I think this is where the idea of therefore starts to come into play. This happens.
His cam is DSLR, so focus strongly on him. I think mine is, what is the other one? I have the other one.
Therefore, the natural resolution might be.
Mirrorless. Yeah, I think mine's mirrorless. Yeah, that's what it's called.
And that's.
Roast you? Okay, Hell Daddy 999. You named yourself that because you don't have a dad. Is that too much? Be what you want in this world. A lot of times I don't know what to do with the roast me, tearing families apart again. I'm sorry.
Great.
We're just going for everyone's wife. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
But the idea of therefore can offer up so many more interesting options. This happens. But because that has happened, therefore this is now possible. And that's the real beauty of this whole concept. We're playing with the idea of the listener's sense of anticipation and expectation that they've self-conditioned to based on the information provided so far, and then we're able to leverage that to create a moment of interest and intrigue and surprise.
I feel like call and response is like most obvious in like music with drops. It's really empty, you know, like I was gonna say Skrillex. Yeah, whatever, Skrillex. Or like the thing I was making in the stream the other day. Just like anything with a drop that's like really empty and then there's space. There's like a great opportunity for responses. I feel like it's most obvious in that sort of stuff.
The idea of but is.
Oh yeah, I love the idea of but. I fell for a girl this year that was more hater than me. Well, I mean, you just got to get up to her level, man.
Equally powerful. What if you're working on a piano piece, but it's actually working towards a sort of unexpected minimal techno track?
Gross.
We could slowly introduce some occasional techie samples to
Therefore, we throw it in the trash.
break a listener's expectations without revealing an answer.
I will give 10 subs once Weaver finds the Shizuku sample. Alright, I'm about to fucking do it right now, dude. Now I'll do it right after this video.
Applying this idea
10 subs, you say?
allows us to create a maybe more interesting version of a sense of a turn of events.
Next sub goal, just shave everything. I mean, I feel like I will have shaved everything. You mean all at once? Because I'll shave my head again with the eyebrows. I mean, I really don't care. The head is nothing. The head is nothing, man. Imagine eyebrowless Weaver become like I just stay looking like that forever. The eyebrows don't grow back, dude.
But this idea of but ... is arguably one of the more powerful tools we have as creators because it allows us to create a new set of conditions to occur without needing to provide a setup or even a context for them happening.
Bro, I mean, eyebrows usually grow back.
As you build the initial idea, you can expand into this happening, therefore this comes into play. But then this happens. which means that therefore
I like how you got the
this
release
is the new
date.
result,
Like, yeah,
and
2016 December.
so on.
I think it was
By not
8:30
only
a.m.
taking this idea of but and therefore in place of and then to heart, but also by utilizing a free-flowing sense of exploration and fostering an environment of creative plasticity, the writers of South Park are continually able to deliver something that feels planned and coordinated instead of a show that seems to follow this consistent narrative that never really evolves or truly reacts and adapts.
Moss here with this video. Yeah, his videos are so abstract. It's pretty hard to follow sometimes.
These ideas of being willing to explore
I really wonder what the retention in his videos looks like. I wonder, it's either really high because people are just like he like stones them with the way he explains stuff, or it's probably really high because he just like debilitates them. He just debilitates them with the way he explains things.
or even more off-the-wall ideas, leaves the process of South Park's creation to be entirely open to the larger abstract will of the process. And that's where I think the real magic lies. Now, this is all well and good, and I do think this is great advice, but I think the question then becomes, how do we condition ourselves as creators to embrace this more lateral frame of mind rather than defaulting to a sort of unconsciously deterministic system of creativity? It's one thing to hear advice like this from experts like Matt Stone and Trey Parker, but it's another game entirely to actually implement this into our own process. As creators, we're often creatures of habit. As artists, we have a certain visual style. As musicians, we have a preferred instrument or genre or even a harmonic comfort zone. As writers, we have a flow of storytelling and plot outlining and genre. And
Do the ass narrow move video for 100K. Yeah, and label it for educational purposes. I'm too for this video. I'll be chilling until next video. Yeah, I feel that. I'm kind of just like
such. And as game developers, we have a game engine that we prefer and blah, 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 blah. These same tools that we utilize in our creative process can also end up reinforcing these unspoken arbitrary limits that we impose on our own creative process. And I think maybe that's the real killer of the spirit of art. So what can we actually do to change that? One of the best ways to embrace a new mindset to the creative process is to simply give yourself the freedom of a fresh slate. When we walk into a creative session,
You're using something different.
we're often bringing
Bring back the animals in the corner, should we? Okay, press 1 if we should bring back the cute animals in the corner. Okay, we're doing it. Subway Surfers, or should we do cute animals in the corner? I think we should do Subway Surfers. Just do both. All right, hold on a second. No, we don't want the music. Wait, hold on a second. We don't want the music. Imagine we just have the music playing over it at the same time while he's talking and shit.
some kind of
Just line up the bottom row of 4 videos. All right, wait, hold on. I'll do 2. We'll do this, and then we'll do the cute animals too. CS:GO surf gameplay. Okay, wait, that might be good. Surf gameplay. I think that might be the one. So this is gonna be maximum retention here. It's gonna be 100%. Everyone's gonna watch it the entire way through. This video's gonna do so freaking well. Holy shit! I'm already enthralled. Just like this. Okay. Okay, then we're getting back to the video. Oh, I gotta mute it. This is the content people are subbed for, okay? It's funny. Imagine this was my main channel. Imagine this is the stuff we did on my main channel. Why do people watch this shit? Why do people watch this shit? All right, guys, we're ready. Let's get back to the video. Maximum retention mode engaged, guys. So maybe we should have Family Guy clips too. Okay, we got enough, I think. I think we got enough. If you start to get bored of the video, or if we start to fall asleep, just look at one of the things on the screen here. We need to have Subway Surfer. We do have Subway Surfers, dude. It's at the bottom left there. See, you couldn't even catch it. There's so much going on.
goal with us. And that can be helpful, but it can also limit our ability to explore ideas. By giving ourselves the permission to look at each individual session as a self-contained fresh start or clean slate, we can
New meta just dropped.
create without needing to consider our previous failures,
Wait, that'd be funny if no one's paying attention to the chat anymore, or me. What the f, guys? Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me, damn it.
successes, or attempts, and rely on the structure of habit
That'd be super funny if, like, by the end of the video, the entire fucking video is just, like, covered in, like, random shit like this. You can't even see Venus Theory anymore. There's a guy in the corner saying something. What is he saying? Shut the fuck up.
to avoid them, replicate them, or at the very least,
What is happening? Can't you tell, dude? We're trying to keep the engagement up. We're trying to keep the retention up. So we got the engagement corner here, okay? So if you have ADHD, don't worry. We got you covered, man. We got you covered.
make them stay the same. Bringing a sense of gamification is also a great way
The stonks are going up.
comfort zone to explore the buts and therefores of your process and ideas. Play is one of the most useful tools in creativity. Embracing a playful mindset of either an amateur.
This is some seriously transformative content, dude. You could barely even recognize this video when we cut this to the second channel. Everyone's gonna be like, what is even going on here anymore? This is definitely not taken away from his video at all.
Or an exploratory free writing.
At a Weaver Beats video at the top, no, that's worse for engagement, I think.
Mindset opens up our ability to not only explore new ideas and ways of thinking, but easier and more innovative ways to implement them.
It's funny, everyone's watching all this other shit and mentioning it, and I'm just watching this video and I'm like, I have no idea what any of you guys are talking about. Transformed as I know this is super transformative. What is this video about? I just joined stream. Why your music is still boring? But we're trying to keep the engagement up here. So can you play the VS there? Dude, shut the fuck. We're not speeding up the video, guys. The channel must be so hard to follow right now. It is. Everyone's talking about all this other shit. Wow, dude, that'd be funny if I just get stuck looking at this. I'm like, dude, look at that guy. That guy can surf, dude. Holy shit. See that guy surfing? Wait, it's like, which one? Which surfing video are we talking about? Are we talking about Subway Surfer or are we talking about CS surfing? Let the boy watch the video so he can move on, please. Okay.
And even the more out there idea.
Wait, is this a gaming Twitch channel? No? I don't know. What kind of channel is this?
That we're so easy to just dismiss when residing in our normal process. The biggest creator of habit, though, is generally following that path of least resistance. We have our tools and conditions.
Yeah, professional hating channel.
And parameters, but this is the same thing that forges that path to begin with. Sometimes this can manifest as a sense of laziness, but ultimately the idea of laziness is created from comfort in a sense of a default condition or a state of operating. By changing these default options, we can use this tendency of laziness.
Those dogs are really cute.
And relying on known conditions to our advantage, and in turn to change the entire outcome of the process. Maybe Mick Gordon summed this up best in his excellent speech at GDC.
Change the process, change the outcome.
Because expectations are often what shape our ideas.
This will be YouTube in 2026. This is YouTube now, man. This is YouTube now. This is going up on my second channel. This is happening.
Of reality. If we understand that our nature as, humans, is to be imperfect, we can utilize this sense of imperfection as a catalyst for experimentation in the creative process, and then build.
I feel bad for Cameron. We're not even listening to sex. I am listening. It's just so hard to fucking follow, dude. It's so abstract. Like, I want to input something, but I'm like, whoa. It's like, I'm fucking stoned, dude. I'm fucking stoned.
A sense of confidence in our decision-making and our ability to, in turn, recondition our
live by the sword, die by the sword.
What did he say?
Our initial expectation when we start creating. When our
I said some can't handle a low amount of vids at the bottom. What do you need more? What would you use? A dildo popping up? Do we?
Is not that of a defined result, but that as a process.
Bro, I smoke weed and I find it hard to follow his vids, to be honest. Well, the thing is, like, that's what I'm saying. His videos are like being stoned. Like, if you are stoned and watching his videos, good luck, dude.
We're able to embrace this, but
it's more like shrooms or something, or acid, you know?
Convention is also obviously a major
factor. Put a video in the corner of each of the other videos? Oh my god.
Factor in our
transformative as fuck.
Process due to these weird predetermined notions of the nature of our creative work and process.
Just FYI, if you spam pics or GIFs in the Discord, I'm banning you.
What did he say?
Yourself to a condition or an experience that you've encountered before, the more likely you are to be influenced by its determining factors. I guess what this means is that if we force ourselves into a specific box, especially too early on in the process, we're automatically hindering our ability.
We spent like 20 minutes watching 20 minutes. It's probably like 30 at this point. Can you add a movie at the bottom? No.
To explore alternative ideas and embrace the idea of change. And while at times limits can be helpful,
bro, I'm just confused on how we got here out of the South Park music. I'm so like, you know what I really feel like? I feel like he like goes into it, like he has a topic and then he digs down into a hole, like an abstract hole that just goes further and further.
When it comes to changing our frame of mind with creating.
I haven't seen Barbie, can you throw it on?
We instead need to rely less.
Like, oh, you guys are like, hey, can you put another video over the top of the guy talking in the bottom right corner? I'm getting kind of sick of him. Mute him too, by the way.
On applying.
Usually they slap, this one ain't it. It's not bad, it's just
labels and.
Ooh, got an ad. You're like, I can't wait to escape this.
Limits to define something.
Maybe it's too big brain for us. Dude, these are fucking Venus Theory right here. This is Venus Theory. I found, oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to fuck up the engagement corner. Okay, this is us here. That's Venus theory. All right. Okay, we're going back to the engagement corner. Don't complain, guys. Don't leave. Don't leave. My engagement. More engagement. More engagement.
And explore more of the possibilities that may allow that definition to take on a more finalized form, even if it's one that's unexpected. We place these unspoken, arbitrary limits on our process, and that's often the fundamental flaw that...
Dude. Oh my god, we gotta play some CSGO Surf, dude. That looks fun as hell. Is that... What fucking CSGO is this? Is this Counter-Strike 2? What is that? That shit looks beautiful, dude. Counter-Strike never looks that good. What the fuck?
Leads us down into the familiar land of and then
I got ray tracing? I know, for real, dude. Holy shit. I'm about to go surfing after this, dude.
syndrome endlessly, even though we may not recognize it. And then...
Bro lives in the best place on earth for surfing. Yeah, I don't like surfing. I like skating.
We wonder why the results might
having
be
panic attacks right now
or too similar to be something worth pursuing. But if we're able to change these fundamental actions and conditions within our process and remove a sense of expectation, we're free to then create something in a new way that feels effortless. Therefore, it's never
even know what the fuck this video's even about. I have no idea, dude.
Possible to...
You're pretty cold at skating too. I'm alright.
Change if we're willing to put in the work. I guess all this is to say, arbitrary is the antithesis of creativity. And if you want to change your process, you have to...
I will say it is well made though. Like, the videography is crazy.
Learn how to change.
Does it smell like up dog in here?
What's up, dog?
Not much. What's up with you?
Have you guys ever watched What We Do in the Shadows? They want to watch What We Do in the Shadows? Imagine his B-roll folder. It's probably crazy. There's this one character where this one episode, he was in, I think that's probably his wife. His wife. Careful, guys. We can't talk about anyone's wife. You've seen What We Do in the Shadows. You see the one where, what's his name? The bald guy. He's like just going around, the energy vampire guy. He's just going around being like, why does it smell like up dog in here? And then they're all just like, no one's taking the fucking joke. Then he brings back his dead mother, like using a seance. And then he's like, it smells like up dog in here. And then she's like, what's up, dog? And then he's like, yeah, I don't want to really talk to you anymore.
Bang Incorporated.
Repeat my comment. Still a bop. Jesus Christ. How many times? Dude, motherfuckers are just writing still a bop year after year. Guys, holy sh. I found the project file. Darker Than Black OST. Guys, I think I found it and it's a different anime. I think I thought it was Hunter x Hunter, but it's not. No way, dude. It's it. This is it, dude. There you go. There's the sample. We have found the sample.